Hello there. One more month before 2020 is over. Next year should be interesting. For those who don't know, all I talk about is how the month went for me, things I didn't like, and plans for the next month. So before we get started, I'm using RinFit as my footage for this video since it's different. Plus, I've only started using it recently, so that's about it, I would say. So let's just begin with how November went. November, in my opinion, was interesting since there were many things I thought of when I finished Pokémon Sword initially. Overall though, I'm happy that I finished the game. I'm also glad that I worked on the VC4. I'm calling it VC4 since it's just faster than saying Valkyria Chronicles 4 videos. So yeah, I'm using VC4 for right now. Even though it's limited since the Sin Lost Bud actually just showed up around Thursday, so yeah, I'm back to focusing on FGO content for now. It was nice to work on old videos to free up space, plus it definitely was something looking back on like last year me, so that's interesting always. I've also thought about things to do offline, basically off YouTube. There are many things I want to be able to do, it's just whether it'll be worth it in the end, so we'll just see if it's worth it in the end. I'll just see. That's pretty much what happened during the month, just lots of thinking overall. Let's just move on to what I did like. I didn't like how long it took me to decide what to do after finishing Pokémon Sword. There were a couple of days when I was just thinking what to do after that. These thoughts are different from what I was talking about in the previous section. Those thoughts were basically offline. The ones I'm going to talk about now are related to YouTube. So there are basically two main things on what I wanted to do next. Either work on the videos recorded previously, which in this case was VC4, and also that one episode of Fire Emblem that I just saw, I think last week. We was just lying around in my folders. It wasn't like in any folder in my Fire Emblem, so it was definitely a surprise to see it just like lying around in the folders. Good thing I didn't delete that. It was just like a meaningless walking around episode, but oh well. And the other one is basically start a game that I can run properly on my laptop or Switch. For the latter, there were several games I tried to see if they can run well on the laptop. Two games that I would have recorded would have either been Ori and the Blind Forest. I mean, I only tried the title screen because I wanted to see if it's gonna be laggy. That's what I usually try at least first. Or Remember Me. Remember Me was a series that I would have done earlier, I think probably around 2017 or so. It was during the time when I was using action recording software down on Steam, so but it ended up just being super dark, so I just didn't start with that. Like, I completed the chapter, I think the prologue actually, before stopping the recording, so there's that. I'll just have to redo everything because I just don't remember anything about it. So yeah, that's what I also did on Hades. I decided to work on the older videos instead since it'll be better than starting another series and then leaving it for something that I consider high priority, which in this case was the Sin Lost Bud, which I said appeared just recently. That's the only thing I did during the month of November. My indecisiveness. Oh my gosh. Indecisiveness. So let's just move on to my plans during December. At the time of recording, I've been working on the Sin Lost Bud. When the Lost Bud is done, I'll resume working on VC4. I may start a new series, but that's, in my opinion, unlikely since I just want to get rid of that. So, that's my current plans for YouTube. Now, aside from that, there is something I need to be absolutely sure to keep in mind for the future while I'm checking out YouTube. Everyone knows about Cyberpunk 2077, right? 2077. Sounds like I'm adding another 7. 2077. It's the other game coming out in December. I know for sure there will be channels who will dedicate everything to Cyberpunk. They'll keep releasing videos like play routes, player choices, combat, story, romance, etc. it's going to be super hard to ignore them due to, clickbait titles or thumbnails. So I may just have to upload videos, try to not look at them as much as possible, and just continue on with life, I guess. As I do not have anything that would let me play Cyberpunk, I just have to ignore them as hard as possible. It's just going to be super hard because I too want to play it without knowing anything. I don't want to know anything about Cyberpunk except the things that they showed in the trailers, basically, like currently at least. So I don't want to be spoiled. So that's my current plans for December. Good luck not getting spoiled. Try at least to ignore them if you don't want to be spoiled. But I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna spoil it. Try to be that guy. So let's compile it all now. The time has come to summarize this video, so let's go. First things first, I finished Pokémon Sword and worked on some VC4 videos. I didn't like how I was indecisive on what to do after finishing Pokémon Sword, but I went the route of working on the other videos. Lastly, I'll be working on the Sentinel split for December and see what happens next, which the one likely thing is busy going back to VC4 videos because I'm putting Sentinel split as high priority. So, it's the final month of December. It's been an eventful year, I would say at least. I'll probably do a full review of my year, so that should be interesting since these monthly recaps aren't that long. No need to make it long, get the main thing out, some side things like what I was talking about with Cyberpunk, and that's it. Good luck to all the people who aren't able to get Cyberpunk 2077. I know I won't be able to get it until a few months. There's going to be a lot of people uploading on that game. Going to try my absolute best not to click on them or even look at them because I don't want to be spoiled and I don't want to be tempted to click on the video, basically. So it should be interesting end of the year. So that's it for the November 2020 recap. Thank you guys so much for watching. I actually feel happy like for the few people who have been checking out the newer videos. Like I see it, eventually it's like some of them have been like not as much views. Like I'm still happy like at least there are some people who are looking at them. Eventually like they're just like glancing at like the first beginnings or probably just skipping it, like checking what could be interesting, and that's it. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching anyway. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to, because it's your choice. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye and have a nice day.